All right, everybody. I'm coming to you from Cape Coral, Florida. And this is a little embarrassing. And I kind of thought I was going to tell this story earlier, but I had not been able to garner the composure to tell you what actually happened and where I'm at on this. So, I'm not supposed to be in Cape Coral, Florida right now. I'm actually supposed to be on Icon of the Seas. But let me rewind and let me tell you what happened. So I believe it was supposed to be my 25th cruise, and I was all excited. It was Icon of the Seas, and I got all of my stuff ready, packed my clothes and all that, and put them into my truck on Saturday night, and then got up to drive to Miami on Sunday morning. Had a great trip, got all the way to the port, and it was really busy, and I'd never seen it that busy at the port in Miami. So the traffic's backed up, and it took me almost an hour to get from turning off of I-95 to where I got to where I was able to turn off to where the boats were. And I'm looking around, I'm like, wow, I didn't realize that Symphony of the Seas was going to be there at the same time Icon of the Seas was going to be there. So I'm like, well, that's unusual. And then I looked and I saw that Independence of the Seas was there. And I'm like, well, last month I went on Star of the Seas twice. And going on Star of the Seas twice, I left on Sundays, and it was a 8-day trip. So you leave on Sunday, you come back on Sunday. And, cool, great, it's the newest ship, all that cool stuff about Royal Caribbean Star of the Sea ship. But that one left out of Port Canaveral. And so this was leaving out of Miami. And I'm just giving you all of these details to let you know where I was, my headspace and all that. Anyways, I'm waiting long, and I see the Symphony of the Seas, and I see Independence of the Seas, and I'm like, oh, well, do they have another Royal Caribbean spot to hold the ships at the port? And did I miss something? Guess what? I think you already know. Right at that moment, it clicks in my brain. Hey, you were supposed to be on the ship yesterday. Your Icon of the Seas cruise left yesterday. And so when you got that notification that said boarding day reminders, that boarding day reminder was for that day. It was for Saturday and not Sunday. Yeah, so I drove about 200 miles. I got all the way to the port to realize that I was supposed to be there the day before. And you're like, how can that happen? You've done 25 cruises, or that would have been my 25th cruise. How do you make a mistake like that? Well, you know what? There's no answer for it. I can't make excuses. I can't do anything. All I can say is I screwed it up. So even though you're experienced, even though that you've had 24 cruises and all that type of stuff, even though you call yourself the cruise bachelor, every now and then you can make some really, really, really dumb decisions. So that was my dumb decision. Yes, I actually missed my cruise. So I'm here. It's Friday. Icon of the Sea shows back up tomorrow. And I didn't make it. And talking to you all about not making it, nobody's here. I'm walking around my neighborhood and all that type of stuff. But I'm still embarrassed because I know that you're watching and you're going, how in the world does this guy miss? I would never miss a cruise. And you know what? I would think the same thing. I really would. But I do these cruises by myself. And so it's really just me watching over myself. And it is 25. I think 25 is the number. I could be off, but it's pretty close to that. And then I had other cruises, like the Star of the Seas cruise wasn't showing up in my app. So I had to find that and then book that. But the Icon of the Seas cruise, which was a month later, they were already telling me, hey, you need to sign up and you need to book this. You need to check in. So I was checking in on my Icon of the Seas trip way before my Star of the Seas trip. So I guess that might have got it so I was a little confused. And I left on the Star of the Seas trip on October 2nd. So in my brain, the Icon of the Seas trip was leaving on November the 2nd. And that it was going to leave on Sunday, just like my Star of the Seas trip was. None of that was correct, by the way. So all of you out there, take it from me. When Royal Caribbean's sending you your notifications saying, hey, your cruise is this and your cruise is that, double, triple, quadruple check and make sure that you're going on the right date. Because it is painful to know that you just completely blew it. And I completely blew it. So I'm back. This is me. I'm going to start doing more long form videos on Cruise Bachelor. And if you haven't paid attention to all of the shorts that I've done, I do all kind of shorts. You know, most of them are all cruise related and most of them are all funny. So if you didn't subscribe because of that, here will be some long form content, and it's all about cruising. It's all about all the stuff I do on cruise ships and all that type of stuff. So thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, follow, all that kind of cool stuff. I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot.